Ben, so firstly, welcome to Ealing Trailfinders. How have the first couple of days and weeks been here at Trailfinders Sports Club?
It's been great. Everybody's been very welcoming and helpful with the adjustment to European rugby.
Tell us about your first impressions of kind of the English setup. How's that differing from what you've been used to back in America?
The setup of the club's fantastic. You know, the facilities are top notch. The coaching staff and the physio and the training staff are all very professional. Really fun to be a part of. And then the players, of course, they're all play at an exceptionally high level. So it's really fun to be a part of it and learn.
In terms of conditions recently for training, the weather must have been pretty unexpected.
Yeah, it's been hot. It's been hot. Everybody's been telling me how cold and rainy the weather's going to be, and I'm originally from Wisconsin, so I was kind of looking forward to that. You know, get out of the heat a little bit, and it's just as hot as back home.
Tell us a bit about yourself. You've been playing obviously back in America for a few years in the US League. How was that as an experience, and how do you feel you can transfer that over to playing in England?
Well, I bounced around to a few clubs in the American rugby setup, but this year was the first year of the MLR, and I thought we had great success with that league. The fans really got around it, and I thought the standard of rugby was really high. So hopefully that keeps growing, and there can be some player sharing, you know, back and forth between the leagues. It'd be nice.
You also played a bit of NFL in your time, I believe, as well.
Yeah, I had some preseason camps with the Seattle Seahawks, which was a lot of fun, great experience. And then I bounced around to a couple other teams on trial. So that was very fun to get another perspective on how other sports, you know, operate.
Has that kind of transitioned into your rugby as well, in terms of, for example, the ball carrying, things like that?
Yeah, for sure. You know, when you're training for football and NFL, everything is hard-hitting, fast, explosive, and I think that really helps my game in rugby a lot to be an explosive ball carrier and tackler.
As a rugby player, is that the best way you describe yourself in terms of from the back row as a big ball carrier?
Yeah, ball carrying is definitely a strength of mine. Big tackles on defense, line speed. That's all stuff I kind of like to hang my hat on.
You've obviously played with Andrew Duratello on international duty. How much did he convince you to come join us here?
He was obviously a big contact that I had with the club. Talked to him quite a few times on the phone and over email and text message about, you know, getting me out here, and yeah, it made it a lot easier transition knowing that I know a good friend in the club already. In
terms of international level, I know you've got plenty of caps for the USA. Previously, only just this summer, a huge win over Scotland. That must have been a magnificent experience for you.
Absolutely, one of the proudest moments in sports for sure. All the boys were really stoked for that game, and it was something we thought we could sneak one away from them, and yeah, the chips fell our way.
Next on the agenda, obviously the pre-season games coming up pretty soon. Are you excited for those?
Absolutely, yep.
And the Dragons coming here, and then Blackheath away and Harlequins away. It certainly doesn't get any easier, but it'll be great test with so many new players to get familiar with those.
Yeah, absolutely. To start playing these games over here, it's what I've always wanted. So.
In terms of for yourself, competition for places in the squad is obviously pretty high. There's going to be great competition throughout. You're just going to have to constantly be training and playing at your best to keep pushing yourself, I guess.
Yeah, I think the main thing, the difference between a team like Ealing and other teams in America is the depth that we have here. We have so many players that are fantastic, so you're going to grow and get better every week, which is very exciting.
On a personal level, coming over to England to play, how exciting is that for you on kind of a new adventure?
Yeah, well, obviously, you know, being in America and growing up in America, like playing rugby in England is the pinnacle of rugby in the world. So to get a chance to do that is a huge honor and very exciting to do.
I know there was some time off last week. I see you were off in Paris kind of exploring Europe a bit. Is that also why it was so attractive as well, the fact that you can go around all these cities that perhaps you didn't get a chance to do previously?
Yeah, everything's so cheap to travel around here. You know, it's all so close. You know, 2-hour train ride to Paris, which is pretty awesome, and it costs about the same to fly from Denver to Wisconsin and back as to go to Paris, France. So it's very exciting. And
just finally, what would you kind of like to achieve from your time playing rugby in England?
Well, obviously, you know, try to play a part with the Ealing Trailfinders and help them with the promotion to the Premiership.